breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. We are back to dark days. Nigerians cry out. We are back to dark days. Nigerians cries out. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. There is growing fear that Nigeria may just be back to the dark days before the country got debt forgiveness in 2003, with its public debt projected to rise to 77 trillion naira. Before the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration leaves office on May 29, Benjamin Omoteme reports. At the public presentation and breakdown of the highlights of the 2023 Appropriation Act, the Director General Debt Management Office (DMO), Patience Onihar, disclosed that the public debt, which presently stands at 44.6 trillion naira as at September 2022, would hit over 77 trillion naira by May 29, 2023. Responding to questions on Nigeria's debt, Oni has said the move by the federal government to securitize the loans, ways and means from the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) would drive up the debt. Secondly, there are a lot of discussions on the ways and means. In addition to the significant cost, saving in loan service we would get by securitizing it, there is an element of transparency in the sense that is now reflected in the public debt stock. Once it is passed by the National Assembly, it means we will be seeing that figure included in the public debt. You will see a significant increase in public debt to 77 trillion naira. The other area of the debt stock we are trying to highlight is to say the debt stock is also growing from the issuance of promissory notes, which are not true borrowing as such by the government, the DMODG said. Explaining further, the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, emphasized that when the Ways and Means get legislative backing, it would help reduce the current interest on the instrument to about 9% as well as stretch repayment period to about 40 years. She said, currently the Ways and Means is running interest rate, which today is averaging 18.5%. That is a very averse, so if this is not affordable, the interest rates are growing again and adding to the Ways and Means anything from 1.8 trillion naira to 2.2 trillion naira. So, that will be the consequence. I am sure they will understand. So, once that approval is given it once that approval is given, it will benefit from a lower interest cost of 9% and will benefit from a stretched initiated plan of 40 years with a 3-year moratorium which will provide very significant relief to the federal government. Speaking with Blueprint Weekend, a financial analyst, Gabriel Idakolo said the 77 trillion naira debt for the incoming administration would affect capital projects and at the same time lead to the higher spend on debt service. According to him, it would strain capital project implementation in 2023 and could lead to poor budget achievement. He said the implications for the incoming government are far reaching because it means higher cost will be incurred in debt servicing and major infrastructural projects will be affected. The economy is presently in a dire strait and with additional borrowings to finance the budget. Finance the budget, the situation could get worse in an election year where politicians are concerned majorly about elective offices and worry less about the economy. The government should reposition its fiscal policies to target key growth areas like the power sector implementation plan, petroleum industrial act to actually jumpstart the economy. The government needs to dissipate more energy in increasing commerce by making sure that the energy and petroleum sectors are given adequate attention. In 2023, it will increase government revenue and improve investment interest by both local and foreign investors. Now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop out the comment section and let's know what your view is all about.